What is up, squad? It is your squid, aka the Anxious Squid, here at my YouTube channel, Anxious Squid Productions. If this is the first time you've stumbled across one of my videos, I do a whole bunch of other playlists and you should check them out. I do live streams every 2 or 3 days with my thoughts on current affairs. I'm an American immigrant. I grew up and lived most of my life in Australia before coming to America, and so I have interesting perspectives on things. I also have another playlist focused on Australian history because there's not really enough Australian history on YouTube, and I feel like I'm adept at filling that gap. And I have some travel vlogs and stuff like that whenever I travel. So check out the rest of my playlists when you're done with my channel. This playlist is focused predominantly on my endeavors to learn more about American sports. There's a chunk and a big bunch of videos that focus on that sort of mentality and look into NFL, MLB, NHL, all that sort of stuff on my channel. Hit the subscribe button and check me out if you want. But this video is going to be the top 10 most shocking mistakes in sports. So let's get into it. Okay, squad, as the rusted on old regulars will know, I usually throw an advert in at this point, or just like spruik a product I actually believe in and give you guys some like discounts on it or something like that with like Milkman or Curious Wanderer or Sticker Mule or something like that. But I don't have an ad for any of those people today, so I'm just going to show you the cool things you could get and that you could own if you were part of my Patreon. Because you should be. There's a button somewhere on the screen or a link in the description. You get to see my story time video scripts like a few days or a week sometimes if I'm organized enough in advance of it actually being recorded and then edited and uploaded. You get, as I said, stickers and coasters and all that sort of stuff. And you get discounts on merch and like on the odd video I will throw your name up as well, you know, just to be like, hey, thanks to those guys and stuff. So yeah, join the squad if you can, and if not, don't stress. Every subscriber and every watch minute I get, like everything helps, every little bit. If you're seeing me and hearing me right now, you are helping me out greatly as it is. But if you wanted to go out of your way to help me even further, hitting subscribe or joining my Patreon would be awesome. So let's do this. Let's get this screen record going. It should be on the screen in any second now, probably while I'm talking to you and looking at you, which is cool. And yeah, as I said, I've got a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to get into player highlights, individual player highlights. I've done videos on Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, Jack Tatum and Adrian Peterson so far, and I've got a big long list of videos to do that I will get to in the next day or two, or 3 or 4 days. It'll be a day or two by the time you see this, I think. But I also think I've said that in every video that I batch filmed for the last like week and a half for you guys. So I might be talking about out my ass, but if you see this and I haven't yet started individual player highlights, or even if I have, throw me a name in the comment section and I'll add it to my list. But anyway, let's get into this one. Top 10 most shocking moments in sports. I missed that. What did he do? Flames and Oilers, but
embarrassing. Welcome to watch.
I missed it. Like, I'm gonna go back.
He took the lead in a most unusual way.
Oh, he just banged, like it just banked it in off the goalie. That's rough.
Well,
that's
that
rough.
was embarrassing. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down.
Like that was accidental, obviously. Like
most shocking mistakes in sports.
I mean, all mistakes are. That was dumb, Julian. But
before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified.
It's WatchMojo. I'm sure you've heard of them before.
For this list,
if you haven't, there'll be a link to the video in the description. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen that guy running the wrong way now. That's awesome.
Or the fans, and must have been a huge detriment to the overall game. We'll be ranking our list based on the infamy of the mistake itself, the overall cost of the mistake, and the resulting repercussions.
He's got it.
Haven't seen that one. He was not happy though.
Number 10. DeSean Jackson lets go of the football.
I think I watched this one in the last video I recorded as well. He drops it there. Idiot.
Sometimes all it takes is one ego to ruin an absolutely brilliant...
All it takes is one ego, she says. Like, I'm just saying, like, obviously he was a foot or a yard short or whatever. Like, that's unfortunate. But I'm sure he did a million other good things. Like, I'm sure he's a good player, you know. But I've now seen that little clip 3 or 4 times, and it's all I know about him. So it's an unfortunate legacy to have, I would presume.
Play.
Maybe it's bang on. Maybe it should be his legacy. I don't know.
Eagles quarterback Donovan McNabb threw a stellar pass to DeSean Jackson, who made an incredible over-the-shoulder catch. An easy touchdown seemed certain, until Jackson celebrated too early and let go of the ball before breaking the plane of the end zone. Not only was dropping the ball foolish, but it ruined what would have otherwise been a sensational throw from his quarterback. Hopefully after this premature celebration, Jackson learned a lesson or two about hubris.
Listen to the crowd.
Number 9. Jean Van de Velde's triple.
Oh, a golf one. This is interesting.
At least 3 shots ahead.
It's easy to collapse when you've got so much riding on your shoulders.
3-shot
Jean Van de
lead.
Velde was supposed to be the upset victor of the 1999 Open Championship. And if he had won, he would have been the first French player to win a major championship in nearly 100 years.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Little rascal.
Oh, no, it's not. I thought it went into the water.
Lead going into the final hole, but it seems the pressure got to him, as he ended up making a series of rookie mistakes. Hitting the ball into the grandstands, a stone wall, knee-high rough, a water hazard, and finally, the sand bunker. He ended up scoring a triple bogey and cost himself the historic victory.
That's rough, bro.
Understand what on earth he was thinking about.
Number 8.
That's rough.
Jim Marshall.
Yeah, here we go.
Is there anything worse than watching Jim Marshall run the wrong way in an NFL game? There's nothing worse than that.
We all have brain farts.
It's like, it's unfortunate, and it's like anyone that's played sport has seen someone do it at some point in youth leagues, but
and had a Hall of Fame worthy career. But he will forever be known for one thing.
running the wrong way.
Infamous wrong way run. During a game against the 49ers, Marshall picked up a fumble and proceeded to run 66 yards in the wrong direction, resulting in a safety for the 49ers.
Poor bloke.
The Vikings would proceed to win the game. Marshall's place in history was officially set.
Poor
Many
bloke.
people now consider his infamous run to be one of the worst plays in NFL history.
One of the 49er players came up and said, "Thanks, Jim."
Number 7. Premature celebration.
Oh, this is in the Super Bowl.
Leon Lett has certainly had an interesting career. He has made a few mistakes, like the time he famously fumbled a blocked
I've seen that one before as well. That's rough.
Thanksgiving
I
Classic.
still don't understand why yet, but I'm sure you will have told me by the time I've uploaded
Super
this.
Bowl 27, which saw Lett's Cowboys against the Buffalo Bills.
It's a 60-yard run. He's being chased by BB. Watch out.
Oh, don't showboat,
The
bro.
Bills quarterback fumbled the ball. Lett picked it up and ran it all the way to the end zone. However, like DeSean Jackson, he celebrated too early by slowing down and lowering
That's
his head.
good commitment to defense by that player. Good commitment to defense by that
This is the Super
Bills
Bowl.
player.
You simply can't make those kinds of mistakes.
Well, by the
Number
sounds of it,
6.
it doesn't matter. Like, by the looks of it, that was a Bills player anyway that went and got the ball. And if it was the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter because I've heard the stories. But
Darius's terrible goalkeeping.
still, good commitment to the play.
Bad goalkeeping is obviously embarrassing. Like the time Peter Ankelman accidentally
Oh,
allowed
no.
Wahlberg's throw-in. Enter Loris Karius. Karius found himself on the receiving end of some truly hateful comments and death threats after the UEFA Champions League final against Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
soccer fan or football or whatever
Tossed the ball directly into
fans
Karim Benzema's
are
foot, allowing for an avoidable
legit.
goal.
Like, they don't mess around,
Later,
like soccer hooligans and stuff. Like, that shit hasn't gone away in the deep parts, like, that's crazy.
He mishandled a shot from Gareth Bale, leading to Madrid's 3-1 victory and leaving his fans in utter shock.
For me, he's not the answer, and I think, unfortunately, that's bye-bye Karius for me.
Sports psychiatrist Steve Peters declared it would take Karius 3 months to mentally recover, while former goalkeeper Ray Clement said that Karius would never truly get over his costly mistakes.
And it's not about him and the mistakes he might have made, it's about us as a team. We've got here together as a team, and we'll lose as a team as well.
Number 5.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jim Joyce ruins Armando Galarraga's perfect game.
26 up, 26 down. Here comes number 27.
A perfect game is a very rare thing in baseball.
Yeah.
To achieve one, a pitcher cannot allow a single runner on base through all 9 innings. And only 20 pitchers had accomplished that feat prior to Galarraga's game. On the very last out of the game, the Tigers successfully threw out the Indians' base runner. But umpire Jim Joyce incorrectly called him safe and ruined Galarraga's perfect game.
Galarraga turns. He's out. No, he's safe. He is safe.
Both Galarraga and Joyce were praised for their responses, as Galarraga showed no animosity towards Joyce, and
That's
Joyce
rough.
later admitted to his incorrect call. Now that's what we call sportsmanship.
And there's nobody that feels worse than I do.
Number 4, Steve Smith's own goal.
Okay, so A, why would he, like, obviously why would he later come out and be like, yeah, I fucked up, when, like, it is what it is. You saw what you saw in the moment, and you called what you call in the moment. But also, like, that's rough. Like, in a perfect game, you want to be paying attention to the last out, you would have thought, you know? So, I can see it from both perspectives.
Own goal nets in the playoffs are probably the most embarrassing thing in hockey. Just ask Martin Brodeur. Luckily for
Yeah, he was one of the best.
his team went on to win the
But-
Stanley Cup. Steve Smith wasn't so lucky. During Game 7 of the 1986 Smythe Division Final, Smith tried to clear the puck with 14 minutes remaining in the game.
Hits the goalie.
Unfortunately, the puck hit the goalie's stick and ricocheted into his own net,
Oh,
costing the
rough.
Oilers the game. And
See, I didn't see that one in as good a quality in the last
it
video.
was Smith's 23rd birthday. While fans were upset, the Oilers won the Stanley Cup the next year, and Wayne Gretzky let Steve Smith have the first skate with the trophy.
Things
Nice.
happen. It's an honest mistake that he would love to have back, but you know it's part of sports.
Number 3, Steve Bartman
Good quote by the great one.
ball.
Oh, this guy! People have told me about this guy in the comments section of some of my other videos and stuff, and how he, like, nearly got, like he got death threats and stuff, but the Cubs ended up giving him a ring, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
Bartman is still a sore subject for many a Cubs fan. The Bartman incident occurred during Game 6 of the National League Championship. The Cubs were 5 outs away from winning their first pennant since 1945 when
Did he at least
Bartman
get the ball?
accidentally intercepted a foul ball that may have been caught by Moises Alou. The Cubs collapsed after this event and ended up losing the series. Bartman was subsequently pelted with food and escorted out
rough.
by security, and 6 police cars were posted at Bartman's house to prevent further acts of violence.
No, that's rough.
Football are now in the Chicago
Getting a
Sports
private
Museum,
fucking
and the Bartman
escort
seat has
out.
become a tourist attraction at Wrigley Field.
You're all champ. Oh, they want that guy booted. They want that fan booted.
Number 2, Andrés Escobar's own goal.
En el momento del gol, yo pierdo de vista a Andrés.
Oh, that was silly.
Most of these mistakes are minor when compared to Andrés Escobar's. Everyone else on this list was able to walk away from their mistake. Escobar wasn't as fortunate. During the 1994 FIFA World Cup, Escobar accidentally deflected the ball into his own net, contributing to Colombia's eventual loss and elimination from the tournament.
That's rough. That's like high stakes.
After returning to Colombia, Escobar was murdered by the bodyguard of a drug cartel in retaliation for his mistake. The
Murdered?
11 years in prison.
O sea, eso en cualquier lugar del mundo.
Murdered! They murdered him! Like he died! That is intense! And the guy got 11 years! That'll take a second, that was rough! Bloke kicks an own goal in the World Cup and he gets killed for it. That is rough. That is very, very rough.
While the murder tarnished Colombia's reputation, Escobar himself
That
was
is rough.
and continues to be hailed as a national hero.
Muy triste ver que nadie se haya perdido por un juego.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some
What's worse than being murdered?
Oh my goodness! Look out! They're all over the field. The fans are screaming onto the field as if Missouri won. Oh my goodness! And yet on the other sideline, the CU Buff team is running onto the field as if they won. Little brings it into the front court. They have no timeout.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there.
He called a timeout. Michigan doesn't have any. He takes a timeout. Technical foul. Technical foul. Technical foul.
Wait, so he called a timeout when they didn't have a timeout. Right. Yeah, I saw that one already. That one's classic as well, but...
Buckner's missed ground ball.
Little roller up along first. Behind.
Oh, rough, bro. Get your body behind it. What are you doing?
Just the name Bill Buckner is enough to send a Red Sox fan into fits. And his infamous last ground ball is easily one of baseball's...
What, did it hit a bit of dirt and just...
In the 1986
shirk
World
out
Series,
of the way,
Red Sox
or...
were leading the Mets 3-2. And Game 6 was tied in extra innings. Mookie Wilson hit a slow ground ball to Buckner, who let it pass through his legs, allowing the Mets to score and win
Let it pass.
the game.
That makes it sound like he did it deliberately, like he...
Unfortunate it happened, but that's baseball.
While Buckner
Yeah,
received
exactly.
death threats after the game, he also received a 2-minute-long standing ovation at the Red Sox 2008 home opener, signifying that the past was in the past.
Do you agree with our picks?
That's nice. That's nice, at least, you know? Like, at least the fans can admit when they messed up. Oh, sorry, I messed that up for you. Fans can at least admit when they messed up, which is, I hear what happened with the Steve Bartman incident as well. But, yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching all of my videos, guys. These last few days I've had a big bump in viewership, watch minutes, subscribers, views in general. Like, things are going up, and it's taken a sharp spike. So thank you very much. If you want that to keep happening, just, you know, share my video with your mates. Tell your mates about me or whatever, or comment or like, or watch another one of my videos. Stay on my stream, like stay on my channel. If there's one that auto plays up, stay on and watch that and stuff, and all of those things help me in the algorithm. If this was the first time you stumbled across one of my videos, I do Australian history playlists, I do travel vlogs, I do live streams on current affairs and on my life as an American immigrant from Australia, and I think you'll like me because I like me. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you when I look at you, and you will see me when you look at me.